By May 8th, 2025, 106,000 Black women lost their jobs, including me. And those of us that's been out here trying to find work again, it's basically just been non-existent. And I'm starting to feel like this is by design, because there are over 100,000 women, Black women like me, who have the same story, who has applied for over 300 plus jobs and just not getting it, not getting any replies. There's just no feedback. Or you get the emails that says, hey, we have chosen someone else that has been more qualified for the job, even though my experience and my education fits the job description perfectly. And I don't know what I'm going to do. This is the first time in a long time that I am actually starting to panic. You know, I came from nothing. I came from the bottom of the barrel. And I spent years building myself, educating myself, paying my way through college, going through a lot of experience to get to where I was in my career, for it to be snatched away. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I am facing homelessness. I'm about to lose my car. I can't pay on my credit card, so my credit is about to take a severe hit. Dashing is not enough. It's just not enough money. There's so many people that are out here unemployed just like me. There's a lot of us that are out there. And the little money that I did have in savings, I used that to help my daughter move here. And it just, as a mother, I'm panicking because she didn't ask for this. You know, there's no way that I can ask my 20-something-year-old daughter to care for her able-bodied mother who cannot find a job. I am trying to keep myself sane by humor, trying to keep myself busy with various things. But there's only so much that you can keep up the mask before you start breaking. And when you have come out of a situation that you don't want to go back to, it puts you in a mental state, because I don't want to go back to homelessness. I don't want to go back to I just don't want to go back to that. And I thought I've done everything I could to prevent that from happening again. I've lived on the streets before. I slept in parks before. You know, I've walked the streets for hours when I used to be homeless. And that's why I worked so hard to put myself in a position to not go there again. I even got rejected I applied to be a cashier, a cook at a McDonald's. And the manager told me that I should be ashamed of applying for that position, because I would be taking that job from other people who doesn't have the experience as I do. I don't give a damn what kind of job it is. I'm just trying to work to keep my head afloat and to keep myself off the street. I have nobody. It's just me. And I had to prepare my daughter for what I see coming. And as long as she's okay, I do care about going back to the street. I don't want to go back to the street. But as long as she's okay, then I know I'll be okay. as long as she has a roof over her head, even if I don't have. And I think it's by design, because every single job that I have applied for, I can count on one hand of how many interviews that I've been to. And the interviews were stellar. I come out feeling good. I'm like, oh, I got this, blah, blah, blah. To only get an email saying that, hey, we don't choose you for the position, choose somebody else. I even had 2 interviews set up to where the interviewers didn't even show up. So, yeah. And what is someone to do? What do they want us to do? A lot of us are going to be in the street, desperate. And I literally don't know what else to do. I'm trying not to crash out, but it's so fucking hard. I haven't even been in my apartment for a good 2 months now. 106,000 Black women laid off. And I think the most hurtful thing, when I was laid off March 7th. I search for jobs every single day, sometimes applying for multiple positions for the same company. Applying for jobs that match my job skill, applying for jobs that I'm overqualified for. How can I tailor my resume for a job when my last 2 positions is an IT manager and an IT director? And if I apply for something that I'm underqualified for, they're not going to hire me. If I apply for a position that exactly meets my job skills, they don't hire me. I have revamped my resume so many times, I don't think I can revamp it anymore. People like to say, oh, you have a lot of skills, you have a lot of experience, you have the education, it's going to be easy. It is not easy out here, and it is not easy getting a job. And I'm scared. I'm scared with everything that's going on right now. I'm scared.
All right, Shalom Akim. Shalom, Shalom. All right, this is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Come with another lesson to the Spirit. Lord willing, this be edifying to the Lord's elect. All right, before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors into the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the 4 corners of the earth. You Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. All right, but your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. I want to say peace and blessings to you all, Barakathum. All right. You know what I'm saying? We warned you women that it was coming down to this. We warned you women that it was going to come to this point. Okay? We warned you of this. And now we're starting to see, you see what I'm saying? Now we're starting to see the rubber hit the road, man, in terms of prophecy. All right? This is why you're supposed to take heed to the words of the prophets, all right, before these things take place, man. All right? When you look at the word prophesy, it is a compound word. Pro meaning before, And phasi meaning to speak. Okay? And the prophets are here to speak these things before they happen, before they come to pass. This is Isaiah chapter 42, verse 9. And it reads, Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. Prophesy. You see what I'm saying? The Lord speaks through his men, through his prophets. You see what I'm saying? Amos chapter 3, verse 7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing. All right? But he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, man. You know what I'm saying? And you look at this chick, man. All right? Look at this woman. You know what I'm saying? She threw. She threw, man. And this is only one of many, many women. Specifically, you so-called black women, you Israelite women. All right? And we have been telling you this. We have been warning you this. All right? Beginning with our apostles and bishops on down. All right? That this day, that this day was going to come. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this here. All right. Let's go to 2nd Esdras. 2nd Esdras chapter 16 and verse 33. And it reads, The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. All right? This woman has no man. She has no covering. She has no protection. She has no safety. You see what I'm saying? And like the caption says at the top, this is the beginning. Let's get this in Matthew. All right? Let's get this in Matthew, because you chicks y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen, man. All right? And like the saying goes, what words won't tell you, actions will. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is done talking. He's done talking. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 8. It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows, man. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Prepare for some hard times. Terrible times, man. All right? Terrible times. She said not only her, but her 20-some-year-old daughter is in trouble. You women are about to be in trouble, man. You chose the system over a man. And y'all thought that this was some sort of trophy. You thought that this was, you know what I'm saying, something to boast about, something to be proud about. The Lord is showing you just how wrong you always been. This is Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. It reads, How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. You see what I'm saying? These particular fields where a man should be at, women are. You see? Women are there. And you put yourselves in the position, y'all women have painted yourselves into a corner. Into a corner. You can't get yourselves out of it. You can't get out of it, man. You see what I'm saying? Now it's come to the point where men have left you. All right? Men have left you where you stand. You said that you wanted to be here. You said that you wanted to be in a position to not need a man. You see what I'm saying? You don't need a man. You don't need a man. You don't desire marriage. You see what I'm saying? When you get in one, you ruin it just for the sake of ruining it. All right? And the Lord has allowed you women to paint yourselves in this position where it's the greatest detriment to you. All right? Like I say all the time, man, you women can only be as strong and as independent as Esau will allow you to be, man. You can only be as strong and as independent in this system as long as Esau, Edom, will allow you to be that. All right, he will allow you to bask in that glory, but so long. All right, you got to understand what your relationship is with Esau, Edom, with the serpent. You got to understand what your relationship has always been, ever since the garden. All right, you women have been his number one weapon against the Israelite man. You have been the number one weapon. You see what I'm saying? The greatest asset that Esau has ever had. You see what I'm saying? The greatest asset. But you forgot who he is. You forgot who he was. And who he's always been, who he always will be. All right? The scriptures say, never trust thine enemy. All right? Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy. Let me get that real quick. Let me close this one. Down. Let's go here. Damn, just forgot where I was going. Lost my train of thought. Sirach chapter 10. All right. Slaki, not 10. 12 verse 10. Shit. Bear with me, Akim. Bear with me. Trying to search this on my Steam Deck. It's a little rough. So let's go here. Sirach 12:10. All right, Sirach 12:10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself," this is Esau Edom, so-called white man. "Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him." All right, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that this devil is going to still be the same devil as he was yesterday. You see? And the prophets have warned you of this. The prophets have told you. All right? This is verse 14. It says, verse 13. Verse 13, it says, "Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity?" All right? This is why we say that we are indifferent. We're indifferent towards your plight. You see what I'm saying? We're indifferent towards it. Why? Because you've been warned. You've been warned. All right? Stop acting like Kevin Samuels wasn't here on the scene. Stop acting like the prophets haven't been here, you see what I'm saying, decades before there even was a Kevin Samuel. Stop acting like y'all wasn't getting the warning. You see what I'm saying? Winter is coming, but no, it's no longer coming anymore, man. Winter is here. Winter is here for you chicks, man. You see what I'm saying? And you and all these gremlins that you have raised in your image, you're all going to be in a terrible, terrible time, man. Jacob's trouble is here, man. Jacob's trouble is on is about to hit the peak, man. We about to be full blown, waist deep in Jacob's trouble, man. Jeremiah 30:7. All right. Ezekiel chapter 7, starting at verse 5. Okay, a time of evil, man. Let me just grab that. Just grab that real quick. Ezekiel. That's what's wrong with you chicks, man. Your chicks don't listen. You don't listen, man. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Who gonna check me, boo? All right? Well, the Lord's gonna take all of that. He took all of that into account, and he's giving it right back to you. He's giving it right back to you. Ezekiel 7:5. Thus saith the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come, and end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. The morning is come unto thee. O thou that dwellest in the land, the time is come, the day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains. Now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish mine anger upon thee, and I will judge thee, according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thine abominations. You see what I'm saying? Now we're in the age where these Edomites, like we said, like we warned you, these Edomites is now they making the moves. All right, they making their moves to come up against you jakes, man. Now there's this whole narrative of what's it called? Black fatigue. You see what I'm saying? Black fatigue. Everybody is calling out this ratchetness, this ratchet behavior, all this foolishness and this folly that you jakes have been supporting. All right? So, there's no getting out of this one. Ain't no getting out of this one, man. The Lord done got you right in the trick bag. You know what I'm saying? Right in the trick bag, because you refuse to listen. You refuse to listen. Let's get to Isaiah chapter 30. You know what I'm saying? Rebellion only goes but so far, women. Rebellion only goes but so far. Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. You see what I'm saying? And what is the counsel of the Lord? The counsel of the Lord comes through his prophets. You see what I'm saying? His mouthpiece, the men of the Lord. All right, but you call us lame. You call us bums. You see what I'm saying? And what has been the benefit of you women having turned away all, your men? All right. You really think that it's just Pookie and Ray Ray that's getting on planes with a passport? You really think that it's just your average so-called no good nigga, you know what I'm saying, who can't get a job, that's getting on these planes? You really think that's the case? Huh? And while you out here on Instagram and TikTok and whatnot, so on and so forth, talking about where's all the good men? The good men are on the flights. You see what I'm saying? The good men are on those planes. And the rest of the good men refuse to deal with y'all. We done with it. You see what I'm saying? We done with it, man. This shit has gotten out of control. And the Lord is about to finally lay the hammer on you women. You know what I'm saying? Who have been rebellious. What did you do? You trusted in the system. It says choosing the system over your own men. You chose the system. Verse 2. Isaiah 30:2, that walk to go down to Egypt and have not asked at my mouth. You see what I'm saying? to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. You trusted in the shadow of Egypt, man. You trusted in your career. You trusted in your bachelor's degree, your master's degree, your doctorates, and this and that. You trusted in that, man. All right? You have trusted in that. Instead of getting yourself a man, instead of following the order, instead of following the blueprint that would keep you safe, that would keep you secure, that would keep you out of harm's way, that would keep you under control. You see what I'm saying? But you said no to that, man. Let's continue. Let's go down. Let's go down to let's see what I want. Let's jump to verse 9. All right. Isaiah 30 and 9. Start at verse 8. It says, "Now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come, forever and ever." And here we are, man. Here we are. You see what I'm saying? Everything is recorded. When you go to listen to Elder Manata Zakba, Salaki, you listen to Elder Manata Zakba out of South Carolina, man. All right. Damn near all of his videos now, you know what I'm saying, is showing you clearly that the scoffers are here in these last days, man, as it was prophesied to happen. All right? As it was prophesied to happen. You go and you look at his page, man. It's scoffers after scoffers after scoffers after scoffers after scoffers coming against the prophets, man. You see what I'm saying? And I want to say majority, if not half of those scoffers is women. The Lord got you women in his sights, man. You see what I'm saying? This is the time of Jacob's trouble. You see? We entering into it. We have entered into it, man. Verse 10. Let me read that again, verse 9. Thus, that this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things. Prophesy deceits. That's what y'all want. That's what y'all wanted. You see what I'm saying? You wanted the men of the Lord to shut up. Hey, man. Let's read this in verse. All right, jumping down to verse 20. All right. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20. "And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers." All right. The men of the Lord, the prophets that are going out here in the highways and hedges, that are doing these lessons day after day after day after day. You see what I'm saying? All right. Verse 21. "And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it. When you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left." All right. This is what the prophets have been doing. The prophets have been telling you, stop with this pridefulness. All this pride is not going to get you nowhere except to a pit. And here you are. All right, you're in this very, very deep ditch and you can't climb your way out of it. And the only ones who have that rope, they left. You see what I'm saying? They left. You see what I'm saying? They left. So there's no getting out of this, man. It only gets worse from here on out. It only gets worse, man. It only gets worse. You see what I'm saying? These are the beginning of sorrows. Hey man, the scriptures say the prudent foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that in Proverbs 20:23. I believe that's Proverbs 23. Or Proverbs 22. Proverbs 22 and verse 3. It says, A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. All right, the prudent man has been warning you. All right, that this thing is inevitably going to happen. All right, that all these accolades and all these handouts, you know what I'm saying, Section 8, you look at what's going on, man. Like I said, you've been Esau's most valuable asset against the Israelite man. You have been very, very implemental in that regard. You see what I'm saying? The most useful tool that he could ever acquire. But guess what Esau does every time he's done with his tools? He breaks them. When he is done with his tools, he breaks his tools. You understand? And right now, his tool is being broken. He's in the process of breaking his tool right down. You see what I'm saying? And you tools, that's it for you. You see what I'm saying? That's it for you, man. All right? When you look at this ratchetness that's going on out here, man, you look at all these women, you see what I'm saying, who they're in such a position now where they can't grow their hair, all right? And they're so messed up in the head that even if their hair does grow, they won't show it. You see what I'm saying? They don't have that that confidence anymore. You see what I'm saying? All these chicks out here with all this, man, you see the S to the T to the D, all right, outbreak that's happening all around this country, man. And the majority of it, man, let me stop. Look at the statistics, bro. Look at the statistics. All right? As a matter of fact, I'll do that for you. Let's go there. All right? Just a quick search. Check it out. I asked which ethnic demographic of women constitutes the highest rates of S to the T to the D. It says black women have the highest rates of these symptoms, all right, in America, with reported cases, all right, being 5 times higher than those of white females. This disparity is contributed to various factors, including access to health care and social determinants of health. Yeah, they beating around the bush, man. Y'all don't close your legs. You see what I'm saying? They can say it's health care all they want to, man. Y'all chicks do not close your legs. Y'all don't do it. You see what I'm saying? You just don't do it, man. After all the stories that I've been hearing, all right, you chicks don't close your legs. All right? But here you are, man. Here you are in a position now, okay, where you're the least desired for a reason. For a reason. You see what I'm saying? You're not the women that I grew up with, you know what I'm saying, that my fathers grew up with, that my father's father grew up with. You're not those women. You're not those women. You see what I'm saying? All right. All right. Slack, let me turn these notifications off real quick. All right. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are not the women of the 90s. Y'all are not the women of the 80s or the 70s or the 60s. You see what I'm saying? This is what you become. Oh, shit. Fuck. This big old spider that jumped in. Boy, I don't like spiders, man. But, yeah, man. Damn, that was a big fucker, too. Shit. Anyway. But yeah. It says, man praises natural beauty. Men praise the natural beauty of women, all right, in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? No wonder no wonder men were singing in the rain, you know what I'm saying, in the 90s, man. All right, because the women looked beautiful. You know what I'm saying? The women were very pretty. The women were feminine. You see what I'm saying? The women were feminine. They had their own natural hair. They had their own, you know, their own natural aesthetics. You see what I'm saying? They didn't need BBLs, you know what I'm saying? They didn't need all these different cosmetic surgeries. You see what I'm saying? Like when you look at these women, man, you know what I'm saying? You got all this natural beauty, okay? All this natural beauty, man. That was once, you know what I'm saying? That was once celebrated back then. All right? And then you turn around and you're wondering, all right, you're wondering why men aren't approaching you the way they used to. You know what I'm saying? Because all of y'all look the same nowadays, man. When you look at this lineup right here, you got Angela, you got Maya, Alicia, Megan, Naya, Regina, all right? All these women had uniqueness to their features, you know what I'm saying? They had a unique beauty about them, and it was all wonderful. You know what I'm saying? It was all wonderful back in the day, man. But when you look at women now, you know what I'm saying, it's what? Everyone's gotta have a BBL now. All right? Or everyone has to have wigs. You see? Everyone has to have fake. All right? Fake 24/7. Everything fake, man. All right? So men aren't coming back to your aid, man. Men aren't coming back to your rescue. You see what I'm saying? And the prophets have told you that this day was coming. Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9. It reads, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins, man. You know? They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vines. Okay? Now y'all out here destitute. Y'all out here, you know what I'm saying, hurting financially, spiritually, okay? Physically. And the Lord's he's about to raise hell on you women, man. Because you refuse to listen to the men who was trying to give you the warnings, man. All right? Losing jobs left and right, man. And these are big paying jobs, man. Some of these is big paying jobs, just like that woman in the beginning who had an IT, who had IT, she was an IT manager and IT director. All right? We're talking 6-figure jobs, man. 6 figures. But this is where we are now, man. This is where we are now. All right? Where there's nothing feminine about you. And you got all these children everywhere. All these children. Slock. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this spider real quick. All right, crawling on my leg. Bear with me, Akim. All right, Slock. The intruder is gone. So let's see. What are the requirements for women today? All right. The requirements for women, you gotta be 6 feet. You gotta have 6 figures. You gotta have 6-pack abs. You gotta have a 6-inch rod. You gotta have no baby mamas. So you can't have no children. All right. But they can have all the children in the world. You gotta be handsome. You gotta drive a Bentley. You gotta be good. You gotta be good with sex. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they got all these S to the T to the D's. You know what I'm saying? And then you also got to be a mind reader. Okay? You also got to be a mind reader. So what that means is she's not going to have to come to you directly and be straight with you, man. You got to read her mind. All right? Meanwhile, the men just want peace. That's all we want. We just want peace. But you become the opposite of that. So let me end this off in the book of Matthew. Not Matthew, Micah. All right, Micah chapter 7 and verse 10. It reads, "Then she that is mine enemy shall see it." And you women have turned yourselves into our enemies, man. All right? You have become our enemies. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where is the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And this day is coming, man. And we told you, this day is here now. You know what I'm saying? But we told you that it was coming, man. All right? So you made this bed, you're going to have to eat. You're going to have to eat. You're going to have to sleep in it. You know what I'm saying? All right? You're going to have to sleep in it. You know? you and your children, man. All right? When you go to the book of Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, it tells you that the Lord is no respecter of persons, man. He's going to take care. He's going to take you all out. All right? He's going to take you all out, man. The old and young, both maids and little children and women. It's going to be a bad sight to see out here, man, because you women are going to be the most targeted. Okay? The most targeted. You outnumber men 7-1. So that means that 2/3 consists mostly of you women. You know what I'm saying? So it's about to be a deadly time out here. Get ready to see worse. So I'm going to cut that there, man. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, this has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Wachah Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.